You decided to do a degree in business management in Bradford. Do you think that does make a difference? Is it right to get the fundamentals under your belt?
Yes and no. I mean, it was right for me, but you know, I've worked with loads of people who've enjoyed a particular subject, gone to uni to do that subject, and then gone into business really successfully.
Whatever you did, it worked, didn't it? Because you were managing director of Homebase, I think then owned by Sainsbury's, probably was it? At the tender age of just 34. So it was kind of going right already, wasn't it? Do you think people picked you out quite easily as the person who should be leading businesses?
I think one of the nice things, I think Terry said it earlier about retail, is certainly of all the types of business I've worked in, it really is a meritocracy. So you don't have to worry about, you know, do you fit in, do you wear the right sort of shirt. If you do a good job, generally people will spot you. I think if you're trying to do what you think is the right thing, then that makes it easier, because in my experience, if you don't do the right thing, if you don't deal with an issue, generally it doesn't go away. Generally it gets bigger and it comes back to bite you. So from my perspective, even if I don't want to do something, I'd rather do it today when it's dealable with than ignore it because it's unpalatable and difficult and know it's going to come back twice the size in a year's time.
If there was one characteristic that you think makes a good boss or a good leader, what would it be? I sometimes personally think that it's only the most decisive people that get on, but I'm presumably quite wrong. I like, in terms of people that I work for, I like people who are clear about what they want, because I think if somebody is clear about what they want, it makes it so much easier to work for them. You might not like it, what they want, but so long as they're clear, the ones that they want this week and then somebody says something else to them and they want that the next week, that's really difficult, I think, if you're working for that sort of individual. So I like to work for somebody who's clear and consistent about what they want. And if they're fun as well, that's great. I would say aim high. The only person that's going to stop you, the only person, but one of the main people that's going to stop you getting to where you want to go is you. And you'll have moments in your career where you think, I'm a bit out of my depth, but you generally aren't. I remember sitting around a massive table with about 20 male bankers and lawyers, all probably whom were older than me, and they were all talking stuff that I didn't really understand. And I remember thinking, yeah, but I don't understand what they're talking about, mostly, but I do know that I think there's something in this business. And I remember thinking, so I can either go along with what they're saying and just be taken for a ride, or I can say, you know, I'm running this business, I'm being paid to run this business, I think I know more about running this business than you, at which point I thought, okay, so I sort of put my hand up, like I think it was a banker talking at the time. I said, okay, I can hear what you're saying, but I don't understand 80% of it. And until I understand it and think it's the right thing, we're not going to do it.